There comes a moment in life when you've got to draw a line in the sand and declare to the world, I will not be stopped. Not by fear, not by doubt, not by critics, not even by failure. Because the truth is, everything around you is designed to test how bad you want it. Life will throw storms, people will walk away, plans will collapse. But if the fire inside you is stronger than the storm outside, nothing can hold you down. The difference between those who make history and those who disappear quietly is simple. One group decided that no matter what came against them, they would not stop. Pain is not your enemy. It's your training ground. And yet most people treat pain as a signal to stop, as if it's some kind of final warning that they've reached their limit. But let me tell you something. Pain is proof that you are alive. Pain is proof that you are stretching beyond what you used to be. Pain is proof that you are not the same person you were yesterday. The greatest mistake you can make is to interpret pain as punishment, when in reality, it is preparation. Every great champion you admire, every hero you respect, every leader you follow has one thing in common. They all endured pain that would have broken the average person, but they chose to endure it. They chose to embrace it. They chose to grow from it. See, pain has levels. At the surface, it feels like resistance. It's your body, your mind, your environment, all screaming at you to turn back. But if you push through that surface layer, you discover something incredible, that you are stronger than you thought. Every time you keep going, despite the ache, despite the pressure, despite the voice in your head that says, quit, you build a new layer of resilience. And that resilience becomes armor. The next time pain shows up, you don't run, you don't panic. You recognize it. You've seen it before, and you know it can't destroy you. That's when you shift from being a victim of pain to being a master of pain. Think about it. Growth has never happened in comfort. Muscles don't get stronger by staying still. They break down under stress. They tear, and in the healing process, they rebuild stronger than before. The same principle applies to your dreams, your discipline, your destiny. You want success, but you don't want the weight of responsibility. You want victory, but you don't want the fight. That's not how it works. The heavier the pain, the greater the transformation. That's why you can't run from it. That's why you can't numb it. That's why you can't let it break you. Pain is not an enemy standing against you. It's a teacher. Job pulling the best version of you out into the open. But let me be real with you. There will be nights when the pain feels unbearable. Nights when you cry, when you doubt, when you feel like the world is crushing you. And in those moments, quitting will feel like the easiest option. Walking away will whisper in your ear like a sweet lullaby. But you've got to remember why you started. You've got to remember the promise you made to yourself. You've got to remember that the dream you're chasing is bigger than the tears you're crying. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it's unfair. Yes, it feels lonely. But if you can endure the season of pain, you will step into a season of strength that no one can take away from you. You see, pain doesn't last forever. It has an expiration date. But the growth you earn from pushing through pain, that's permanent. That becomes part of your DNA. It becomes part of your story. And when people look at you, they won't see someone who never struggled. They'll see someone who refused to let struggle win. Pain did not break you. Pain built you. Pain refined you. Pain gave you the fire to say out loud with conviction, I will not be stopped. And once you reach that level of determination, nothing, no obstacle, no critic, no setback can hold you down. Because pain may visit, but it will never own you. You will rise above it every single time. Determination is not something you say. It's something you prove when the lights are off, when the cameras are gone, when nobody is clapping for you. Determination is the quiet fire inside that whispers, keep going. When your body is exhausted, when your mind is screaming for relief, and when the world has already written you off, it's not glamorous. It's not comfortable. It's a war within yourself. A war where you have to decide every single day whether you will let circumstances dictate your destiny or whether you will stand up and declare, I will not be stopped. See, determination is not about talent. You can be the most talented person in the room, but if you don't have the will to keep moving when it gets tough, talent won't save you. Determination is not about luck either. People who rely on luck are the ones waiting for life to hand them opportunities, while the determined ones are creating opportunities out of nothing. Determination is not even about motivation, because motivation comes and goes. Determination is deeper than a feeling. It's a decision, a choice, a lifestyle. It's what you do when the initial excitement has worn off, when the journey feels longer than you expected, and when success seems further than you thought. Think about this. Life will test you with setbacks. The promotion you worked for might go to someone else. The business you built might collapse. The relationship you invested in might fall apart. And in those moments, most people stop. Most people throw their hands up and say, it wasn't meant to be. But those who are truly determined, they don't stop at rejection. They don't stop at failure. They don't stop at disappointment. They look at the setback and say, this is not the end of me. This is part of my process. Determination allows you to take a no and turn it into fuel. Determination takes the pain of rejection and converts it into the energy to keep pushing. When you are determined, you stop negotiating with excuses. You stop waiting for perfect timing. You stop needing permission to chase what's yours. Determination makes you relentless. You might fall, but you get back up. You might lose, but you show up again. You might be counted out, but you refuse to stay out. Every day you get stronger, not because life gets easier, but because you get harder to break. Determination is like a muscle. The more you use it, the more powerful it becomes. And when you reach a point where giving up is not even an option, when quitting is not even on the table, that's when you discover how unstoppable you truly are. But let's be real. Determination will cost you. It will cost you your comfort. It will cost you some friendships. It will cost you late nights, early morning sacrifices that no one else will ever see. And that's exactly why most people never taste greatness, because they are not willing to pay the price. But if you are determined, you accept that price. You don't complain about it. You don't compare your journey to anyone else's, right? You take your pain, your struggle, your setbacks, and you use them as fuel for your fire. Determination in action. And here's the truth. Determination doesn't just change what you achieve. It changes who you become. When you live with determination, you start walking differently, talking differently, thinking differently. You no longer see obstacles as walls. You see them as tests. You no longer see failure as defeat. You see it as information. Determination transforms you from the inside out until the world looks at you and realizes that no matter what comes your way, you are unshakable. You are unstoppable. You are undeniable. So when the world asks, what makes you different? What makes you think you'll succeed when so many have failed? You won't answer with words. You'll answer with your life. You'll answer with your persistence. You'll answer with your results. Because determination is not about telling the world you won't be stopped. It's about showing the world day after day that you truly will not be stopped. At the end of the day, this is not about a title, not about applause, and not about proving people wrong. It's about proving yourself right. When you stand on the battlefield of life with challenges pressing on every side, the words "I will not be stopped" must echo louder than fear. louder than doubt, louder than every voice that told you to quit. You have to decide that no obstacle is stronger than your will, no failure is greater than your faith, and no setback has the power to break your spirit. Your strength is not in what you've already achieved, but in your refusal to give up on what's still in front of you. Every time you rise after being knocked down, every time you push forward when quitting would be easier, every time you choose determination over despair, you are writing a story the world cannot ignore. So let the world bring its storms. Let life test your endurance. Stand tall, keep moving, and declare with every action, I will not be stopped. Because when you truly live with that mindset, not only will you reach your goals, you will become unstoppable, unbreakable, and unforgettable.